My morning routine has been a key part of growing my business to multiple seven figures a year over the last couple of years. And I'm so excited to share with you my new morning routine and why this quiet time in the morning is everything to my success. I have to be quiet because my fiance is still sleeping. It's 6:20 and I usually get up between 6 and 6:30, which is a lot earlier than I used to get up. But I recently made this post on Instagram and I talked about all the mindset shifts that I needed to make in order to get up earlier and start my day earlier. And that it's such a gift because I appreciate space so much, and the morning is the only time that I can really create space for myself to do the things that I want to do before I have to do all of the things that I need to do during the day and be like more reactive during the day. So my morning routine has become really sacred to me, and I think the biggest key for me is that I rebel against any kind of rules. So when I felt like I had to get up and I had to do X, Y, and Z, and I, was sticking to the same thing every day, it didn't get me excited to get out of bed in the morning. So now I treat it with flexibility, but I do still have a menu of things that I can rely on to make my mornings amazing. So I don't do the same things every day, but I know that there are several things that I can do every day to make myself feel really good and set up for success for the day. And the biggest key for me is feeding my brain as much positivity and putting myself into a mindset of happiness, peace, and joy before, again, I dive into the day and I have all these external things coming at me. So it really is like my sacred time where I can just be in my own little world and take care of myself. And the only way I can do that is by getting up a little bit earlier. But for women, I've learned so much about my body and tuning into my body in the last year. And I think if you're a woman or identify as a woman, you definitely want to look up something called the infradian rhythm. I hope I'm saying that right. And that was a big thing that I learned about why I rebelled so much about doing the same thing every morning, and why this new morning routine works so well for me. So there's a video here from Women of Impact, and it's so good, and it breaks down why we're not really meant to do the same thing every day like men or people who identify as men are, because they work off the circadian rhythm and we work off the infradian rhythm. So I highly recommend you check that out because it definitely breaks it down better than I ever will. But that's why. So every morning I have a menu of things that I know work for me to put myself in the best headspace possible. So I come into our little guest bedroom and I do them. So I'm going to do my little self-care morning routine right now. Today I'm going to meditate. I generally meditate every day. Sometimes I don't, but I would say 95% of the time meditation is the one thing that I make sure I do every morning. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff, so let's dive in. I start with 20 minutes of meditation. I personally do TM meditation and I absolutely love it. I started doing it a year ago. I did a course on it. It's changed the game for me and it sets my day off on a very calm, peaceful tone. Then I either do gratitude or I freehand write. I do something called morning pages, which is from a book called The Artist's Way, which I highly recommend. And it just allows me to brain dump whatever's going on in my mind so I can open up space for creativity. So I don't do all of these things every day, but these are on my menu of things that I know I can do to set myself up for feeling amazing on a daily basis. All right, now that all of that is done, I am going to listen to some positive affirmations, and surprise, I actually made you some positive affirmations to listen to, so you can check that out right here. It's a bonus video that you can listen to every morning to feed your brain with positivity, and it's just a recording of the positive affirmations that I tend to read or I think to myself every morning. But whenever I am slowly but surely getting up, your brain is in this place where it's like a sponge. So it's when you really do want to feed it with only good things. So I listen to positive affirmations. I'll just search motivation or positivity. speech on YouTube, and I listen to it as I make a little snack before I dive into my workout. So let's do that. I make this morning concoction every single day, and it sounds kind of nasty, but it works wonders for my immunity and my skin and just overall feeling great for the day ahead and staying healthy. So it is warm water, lemon, pink Himalayan salt, magnesium, fish oil, and echinacea. 30 drops of echinacea. I chug this thing down and I feel great for the day. If you haven't had Fatso peanut butter, you haven't lived. This is my go-to morning snack because it fills me up, but it's still light before I do any kind of movement or workout. So that's next on my morning routine list. Workout.
What's up, family? I am Robin. This is a 30-minute hit ride, high-intensity interval training, and we're going to do just that for the next 30 minutes. So today's ride is an opportunity for you to work on your weaknesses.
Workout done. Check it off the list. I don't do the same thing every day. I just am a big believer in moving your body in the morning because I think it wakes up your brain. So now I am off to do some work. I do the same thing every morning before I get in the shower. I just check in with my team. I check our sales numbers for the day before, make sure that everything's running smoothly, check on my meetings and what needs to be done today. And then I dive into getting ready. Let's do it.
No.
Morning, babe. You gonna get up now? Oh, someone likes to snooze more than I do. So I am one of those people who at the end of my shower, I turn it cold, freezing cold. And I know that's like so obnoxious, but I do it because one, it's apparently good for your immunity, but the real reason I do it is because it makes me more mentally tough. Because if I can get through that, I can get through anything during my day. And then the other thing in my bathroom is I use it as like my little sanctuary for, again, a lot of positivity. I'm sure you're noticing a trend. I like to cut out any BS, any negativity, any external stuff in the morning so I can control my environment and be set up for success. So I have like my affirmations on the mirror right in front of me. I have my vision board. If you haven't watched this video, I break down exactly how I make my vision board and all 3 of the manifestation strategies that I use that are incorporated in my morning routine. So make sure you check that out so you can use them for yourself. And I just like to make sure that everywhere I look, it's good stuff, not bad stuff, because I think that really affects your mental state for the rest of the day. So my get ready routine, I am not a beauty blogger, don't get it twisted. My hair is not wet. I just had a shower, my hair is not wet because I have big curly hair and I don't wash it every day. I don't think I need to wash it every day. I've been told not to wash it every day. So I just spray some water in it, and that's generally how I do my hair. And again, I'm all about efficiency and reducing friction and making things as easy as possible. So keeping my hair natural and not straightening it anymore, holy moly, the time I've saved so much. And then I got eyelash extensions for the first time a couple weeks ago, and I was like, this is a game changer. Why did no one tell me earlier? Because it cuts down my getting ready time too. So generally on a normal day, spray some water in my hair, put a little concealer on, touch on my eyebrows, and that's it. But I am shooting videos today, so I'm gonna do more of like a full makeup, which again, still not that much, but just a full get ready. So that's really my routine. So let's get ready and get to the meeting that I have to get to pretty quickly. You can see just how detailed my to-do list is. So these are all my meetings. They make no sense. S&M is not a sexual thing. It's means sales and marketing. Sales and marketing, and then coaches meeting. We had an ads meeting, it just got canceled. And then I have a meeting with a client, and then I'm gonna be shooting videos this afternoon. But you can see like I detail and plan out every minute basically of my day. And it's not just work stuff. I'll put in things like wake up, meditation, lemon water, my workout that you guys saw. And then I have my shower, and then I have all my Slack, Facebook, etc. So I did that before I got in the shower. So I can cross all that off, prep for the meeting, doing my Facebook intros, YouTube ads, questions. So all of that is basically planning out my whole day up until 6 p.m. when I need to go to get my clothes hemmed. Ready for the day. So I pretty much wear the same thing every single day. I wear Lululemons or some sort of workout pant on the bottom and something that can pass for business on the top, because most of my meetings are online and nobody knows. So that's my go-to. And if you haven't watched this video on the simple steps to financial freedom, I talk a lot about reducing decisions. That's why a lot of the things in my morning routine, I just kind of know I'm gonna do, or I have a menu of things to pick from that I know work for me. So I don't have to think about it, because that's wasting my brain space on things that don't really matter when I could be putting it into my business, my relationships, etc. So then we have our green smoothies. My wonderful fiance makes them every single morning. Same thing every morning. I make my matcha latte. I'm gonna get into my meeting. All right, it is 8:58. I got 2 minutes to spare before my meeting gets started. My fiance is off to work. He works out of the house. I work in the house, so my workday now starts. So that is my full morning routine. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you took from it, if it was helpful for you. You never know. So let me know, and if you want to check out more videos that will help you be the best version of yourself, make sure you check them out right here. If you liked it, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications for new videos every single week. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day and the best morning ever. Bye.